Guys. God. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing okay and everyone is doing well. Guys, definitely the best episode of the season. Wow, what an episode. I laughed, I cried. Okay, guys, that episode gave everything and more. A lot for us to unpick and unpack. Guys, I laughed. I'm sorry, I honestly laughed, but let us get into it. So as I usually and always say, number one, if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe and therefore join the family, and also be sure to follow me on my Instagram and also on my Twitter at SarahDestinyX. But get cozy and comfy, not with a hot ribena. You need some tea because we are going to be sipping a lot of that today. So please get cozy and comfy, and I really hope you enjoy the rest of this review. Now, let's get into it. To be honest, I'm just going to start off straight with the recoupling. I know there were a few conversations and things that happened for the first like 10-15 minutes of the episode, but all of that is really irrelevant. It's all down to the results. So let's start off with the recoupling. You guys know they ended up getting a text that it was recoupling time. Casa Amor. My drama looked absolutely stunning as always. Chef's kiss. Her stylist eats, okay, and her MUA and everything eats. Everyone is making a lot of sense. So they asked if sorry, not they, Maya asked if the guys were staying single or not, so we can get into the guys. Now let's start off with Casey. There's a lot of singlets I'm tearing in today's review. Oh, there's a lot of singlets that we're ripping, and someone even tweeted me that I should drag some singlets across the floor. Let's start off with Casey, right? So Casey said that he's drawn closer to one girl and loved getting to know her, but it hasn't been an easy decision. Now, you guys know, a lot of us have been thinking, especially with the way he's been acting with Sin City over the past couple of days, like, wow, maybe this is actually going to become something. I do not know. Of course, he decided to stick with Claudia. Guys. God. No, guys, Cynthia's facial expressions were finishing. No. It's as if someone told her it's life or death. She was like, oh. I was thinking, no, babe, someone needs to tell her to relax. But on the other hand, Casey is bad man, because they were going above and beyond, doing up kissing here and there, smooching. And all now, did we hear Claudia's name once whilst Casa Amor started? I don't think we heard it. So Casey, scary, okay? Very scary. Of course, Claudia ended up coming back single, and they asked if they remained loyal. Of course, Claudia said yeah, because she decided not to pursue things with Bailey. And Casey said that he tried to be open, but no one compares to Claudia. Okay, they now asked Sim, you know, like, oh, how do you feel? She's just like, I'm just disappointed. We were on the bet. We were doing this. I said, hey, God, mess up. Okay, honestly, fat mess up. But she was really, really hurt. You guys know that Cynthia ended up crying. And then Claudia, let me tell you something. This episode showed me that Claudia, she ain't my girl, okay? I'm not really here for her. Claudia was just, she started sniggering and laughing, and then they were just like, oh, why are you laughing? She just said, no, don't do that. Don't start. I wasn't laughing at that. Something else is funny. What else can be funny in this situation? You guys are in the same venue. Everyone is talking about the recoupling. There's nothing funny. You're sniggering. Because she even said to Casey, oh, was it deep? And he said no. And for me, it's a shame. You guys know I really liked Casey, okay? I did really like him, but I don't know. He was just acting like a dog, all doing this, knowing that you're going to take back Claudia. Very interesting. But Claudia, we too can tell you're singlet, because I hate when people talk like they have mouth and they really don't. Doesn't really good for me. Anyway, let's move on to Olivia and the whole Kai situ. Kai ended up choosing Sanam, and I am not mad. I've told you guys this. Sanam has great aura, good vibes. What a lovely babe. And I can actually bear Kai when he's with Sanam. Him and Olivia, Mulishi, I couldn't do that one. Mulishi means I can't do it, by the way, in Yoruba. But yeah, I couldn't do that one. But him and Sanam, I really like them. I think they're really cute together. Of course, Olivia ended up choosing Maxwell. Were we surprised? No, I didn't really tell you guys my predictions. There was no way Olivia was going to come back single. There was absolutely no way. But let's get into that one too, because a couple singlets also need to be torn. Of course, Olivia came and she was like, oh, it's very telling. Guys, the lack of self-awareness this season needs to be studied. What is she blind? Does she know she's standing next to someone too? Okay. Because it's not given, okay? And then they also tried to have like a little back and forth. If you guys think you're going to be Indian Dami 2.0, you better start again. Can someone meet their mics? Because I don't understand why they just kept on talking. I'm sorry, Olivia, What do you mean it's very telling? Now I know your true colours. But you're standing there with Maxwell, babe. It is given lack of self-awareness and lack of self-presence because it's like you don't know where you're standing. She needs to just close out. Of course, Olivia was saying that she's happy that she brought back Max. She even shortened it. She was like, yeah, I'm just glad I'm with Max. She said she's happy she brought back Max and that the Casa boys showed her what the public were also seeing. For me, that line didn't give because guys, when I say Olivia is delusional, someone tried to get onto me in my comments, and it's my review for a reason. I say what's on my mind, right? They were just like, oh, you speak about Olivia so negatively. No, she's actually delusional, guys. This is the same person that forgot Kai's name. Don't forget that. Do you remember when she forgot Kai's name during Casa Amor? And this whole line with the whole, oh, public. Yeah, you keep saying, oh, Kai's been in the bottom three. It's not just because of Kai, it's because of you too. So what do you mean, oh, I'm just starting to see what the public's been seeing? No, babe, we've been seeing you. We want you out of that villa. What's not clicking? Okay, what is not clicking? What I did like was Sanam actually did speak out. So of course they ended up asking Sanam about how she feels about the whole situation. And she just said, well, to be honest, she's standing here with someone. So I just kind of felt like the speech was irrelevant. And then Olivia was like, oh, it's not between me and you. I hope you know that. And she was just like, yeah, I'm just letting you know. And Kai as well was even confused. Like, I just don't get it. And it's true, babe, don't worry. For once, I'm actually on Kai's side. We don't get it as well. Olivia's delusional and she needs to focus on her little Maxwell. Very weird, like very strange behavior. Side eye. Okay, major side eye. Now let's move on to Ron and Lana. Of course, they both decided to stay single and they reunited. Guys, sorry to, you know, burst your bubble, but Lana and Ron potentially are going to win the season. If not first, they are definitely going to become second. Yeah, they stay the strongest during Casa Amor. The couple that usually stays the strongest is the one that ends up winning. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Let's move on to Tom. Tom decided to stick with Sammy and decided to stay single. Very shocked by that because I did feel like him and Lydia did have quite a good connection together. But of course, we know that Sammy decided not to go for Ryan and she also came back single. Maya asking the correct questions, okay? Maya actually asked if they remained loyal. Sammy said she did. Tom said he did get on with one girl in particular, but he really needed the test. I hate this stupid testing, by the way. I've told you guys this in numerous reviews. This whole, oh, testing to see if someone is really the one. If you like someone, you like them and be loyal to them. I personally don't understand the whole concepts of tests in order for you to see if someone is worth it. If you like them, you like them. It's really not that hard. It's giving excuses, all right? That's what it's given. But of course, Lydia, she actually kept it quite cute and mute. Defo different to the energy that Cynthia gave. She was just like, yeah, well, you know, I feel like we had a connection, but at the end of the day, if he's happy there and so. So I do think Lydia was quite, you know, classy with the response. You know, she was definitely very straightforward with the response as well, and didn't try and drag it out, which was very interesting because some people were speculating that we would have got the same issue. Do you remember, was it Liam and Millie? I forgot what season that was. I think that was the Kaz and Tyler season. I believe it was. But do you remember the other girl, Lily, I think her name was? She was not letting it go. Okay. So Lydia, very, very, very different. Of course, Layla. Guys, I'm going to get into Layla very soon. Layla, I don't know if they employed her to be the spokesperson for that, for the Casa Amor girls. Layla was singing like a bird. Oh my days. She was just jumping out every single opportunity to defend the Casa Amor girls. But Olivia, once again, guys, it's so, I hope I'm okay. I tweeted this as well. My cousin actually said, like, I'm not alone. Guys, I don't know Olivia personally, but she speaks and I'm just like, wow, very interesting. But Olivia was like, oh, a leopard never changes his spots. Okay, I'm surprised she didn't wear gloves today. Let's move on to Will, of course. God. Guys, no, I actually have to scream. This actually had to be one of the funniest episodes I've watched. Will looked so distressed. And I'm not laughing at the fact he was distressed, guys, okay? But obviously, Will has been kissing Layla. So he's now deep. Hey, this girl is talking. She's got smoke for everyone. What about me? What about me? So Will, indirectly ended up confessing, saying like, you know, on the first night, you know, I done this and done that. Almost like, oh, if you think you're going to tear my singlet first, you are not serious. I will tear my own, okay? And things will be fine. But no, I was actually screaming. Of course, he ended up staying single and so did Jessie. Jessie, guys, you guys already know. I don't know if I believe Jessie is genuine. I don't know if I believe it just yet. But she started crying. yeah, she started crying, and even those tears were too early because obviously Layla hadn't even spoken yet. But then when they reunited, guys, Layla didn't speak. Babe, all this energy that you've literally just had for every other girl in Casa Amor, now it's your time to speak. You're standing there like bread. Can you, I don't know, I wanted Layla to speak, but it's as if she decided to turn off the mic. I don't know why. Of course, Maya ended up asking them if they were loyal, and Will confessed again. Guys, I shouldn't laugh. Will started crying. And it was so weird because Will is the villain in this situ, but he became the victim because everyone started cuddling him and, oh no, Will's all right. Even Jessie was just like, it's fine, like I don't even know what to say. She was just like this. I just don't even know what to say, but it's fine. Like, it's okay. Now, Will and them tears, Ken tears. You know how there's Karen tears? Will definitely gave us Ken tonight, okay? And last but not least, the star of the show, the situ. I definitely knew they were going to leave Tanya to the last minute because definitely she's the biggest recouple, or the biggest person to recouple, just because you know about the scenarios. Shaq, of course, staying single in the villa, sleeping on the daybed, and not even interacting with any, not even saying woof to any other girl. And Tanya, they're saying, oh, like, yeah, this and that. Or do you like this? So very interesting, but I'm not surprised that they ended up being last. Of course, Shaq gave his cute little speech, and he did say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and he feels like his heart has been with someone else this entire time. Oh, guys, such a shame. You guys know, and I've definitely torn Shaq's singlet with these reviews, but such a shame, guys. I felt so sorry for Shaq because even when the other recouples and the other recoupling was taking place, the camera was randomly panning to him. He just looked so stressed. You want to see, hey, my own Pepe is honestly coming. So of course, Tanya ended up walking back with Martin. It's crazy. Guys, it's crazy. I did say this in this morning's review because you know, you guys know a video just went live this morning as well. As the episode went on for yesterday, I realized that Martin actually isn't that interested in Tanya, was definitely just looking for an easy golden ticket to enter the villa, and he has clearly found it because Tanya ended up walking back. Side note though, she looks really pretty, and I think she had a new wig, but she did look really pretty. But he basically said he really meant what he meant when he said he loved her. You guys know I'm still in two minds about that. I feel like they were just dropping their L-bomb left, right, and center. But she was, you know what's so interesting? I think Tanya, let me tell you what Tanya's reasoning, right? Tanya brought back Martin because she felt like she could explore something further with him, because she feels like the only reason why she's attracted to Shaq as much as she is because of time. So she also wants to bring Martin into the same villa that Shaq is at, okay? So that she can, of course, experience more time with Martin, but also in the same light have some time for Shaq. Very interesting reasoning, if you ask me. And Shaq she essentially said, oh, you know, like it's not over, and Shaq said, yeah, it's over. There's no coming back from this, okay? There is absolutely no coming back from this. And to be honest, I hear what he's saying. You know, he was in the daybed, you know, he was staying loyal to her. And even if people felt like, oh, the whole love you thing was early, aka me, even if people felt that way, he still stayed true to that statement, you know, and Tanya done the complete opposite. They of course ended up asking Martin, you know, how do you feel? And he was just like, yeah, I'm just excited to be here. We know you're excited to be here. Yep, we know, because Tanya and Martin are not lasting, guys. They're not lasting. They're absolutely not. Tanya looks quite guilty. I have a feeling either tomorrow or Sunday or over the course of the next couple of days, she is going to still try and speak to Shaq and things like that. But I think for Shaq, it's just more of a disrespect thing. Guys don't like to be disrespected, okay? And I definitely think it's definitely a disrespect thing. And Shaq, of course, did say that nice guys finish last. I never really liked that saying, to be honest. I still feel sorry for Shaq in this issue, but I never really liked that saying. So that's not down to him. But yeah, that saying for me is a bit somehow like, oh, nice. I don't know, guys. I'm just that, yeah, I'm unloading here. Definitely brain dumping. But in all honesty, I do feel like Tanya fumbled the bag. If her and Shaq stayed together, and if she was more loyal in Casa, I actually possibly would have seen them in the finals, if I'll be honest with you, because a lot of people now like Shaq, and on top of that as well, they would have been seen as a strong couple. But right now, I don't know if I see them in the finals now. People actually really want to get Tanya out of the villa. People aren't really checking for Martin. So if there is a next public vote, there's a strong likelihood that Tanya and Martin can be making their way back to the UK. But yeah, Martin secured his spot in the villa. So kudos to him. But yeah, big shame with Shaq, guys. Honestly, a big shame. But yeah, tomorrow should be interesting. I do like the fact that Shaq was quite calm with his approach in responding to her as well. A lot of people were expecting, you know, that it was going to be a Faye part 2. You guys remember Faye, right? That one is also not serious. Side note, her and Teddy broke up. Anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts of tonight's episode. We'd love to know what you guys would actually think of that in the comments. So many singlets to tear. So many singlets to tear. But yeah, please let me know what you also thought of the episode down below. As always, if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe and definitely join the family. And also be sure to follow me on my Instagram and also on my Twitter. Guys, please follow me on my Insta and Twitter, please. I'm trying to be more consistent this year and your support will mean the world. But yeah, I'm gonna go, have a warm drink, eat, and go to sleep. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please take care, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.